Shalom, everybody. This is Parshas Lech L'cha. Sorry I didn't get it out last week. I get it out this week, and I'm going to piggyback it with Vayera coming right up. Probably get that done today, too. But let's get Lech L'cha. Lech L'cha, very easy. Third Parsha in the Torah. That's a chazacha. Has extra strength. And basically, we're dealing with Avraham. Now we come to Avraham. And it's... everybody knows the famous Rashi on the Pasuk. Actually, I believe it is the 5th Pasuk in the 12th chapter of Bereshis. Says, Vayelech Avraham kasher diber elav Hashem vayelech ito lot va'Avraham ben chamesh shanim v'shivim Shana betzeso mecharan vayichach Avraham es Sarai ishto ve'es Loit ben Achi ve'es kol rechusham asher de kashu ve'es hanefesh asher asa v'charan v'yetzu leleches arza Canaan v'yavo arza Canaan. So Abraham went as Hashem had spoken to him, and Lot went with him. And Abraham was 75 years old when he left Haran. And Abraham took his wife Sarah, Lot his brother's son, and all their wealth that they had amassed, and the souls they made in Haran, and they left to go to the land of Canaan, and they came to the land of Canaan. So Rashi brings down something very interesting. He says that the souls that they made is actually referring to proselytes, people that they converted to their religion, to the monotheistic religion. Now, in Bereshis Rabbah 39:14, it says, "Ve'es hanefesh asher asu b'charan," and the souls they made in Haran. The Midrash focuses on an enigmatic phrase in the verse. Basically, the Kitzer is, the Midrash says, what do you mean made? If everybody were to make a gnat, they wouldn't be able to put the breath of life in it. So what do you mean making souls? How do people make souls? So it comes out that it's referring to proselytes, and if you bring an idolater close to God, it's as if you made him. It's as if you created that person. Kiulu ba'arau. It's as if you created him. Not that you recreated him. It's as if you recreated him. So then it's explained that Abraham made converts out of the men, and Sarah made converts out of the women. So we see here, basically, and there's other places in the Midrash Rabbah where it says that everywhere Abraham went, he mocked the idol worshippers and he debated them, and basically he brought his religion, his belief system to the entire world. He spread it everywhere he went. And so he made enemies because he basically mocked the idol worshippers everywhere. We see this also when he comes from Egypt. When he comes out of Egypt, who does he come out with? He comes out with Hagar. Hagar is the same as Hager, the convert. And we know that everything that happens to the fathers also happens to the children. So when the children came out, they also came out with an Erev Rav, a great multitude of converts. So, and that's the whole inyan of exile. That's why it says in Pesachim 87b that the Jews were only sent into exile, that Gerim should be added unto them. The Ari explained that the Nitzutzos, to Mivire all the Nitzutzos, then also the Nitzutzos and the Goyim also have to be Mivired. So all the Gerim have to be made. Then David will not come until the Guf Shalmaila is emptied out and all the Gerim are made. And this is what the Ari says, the father of modern day Kabbalah. And so here we have basically Avraham, and Avraham was very beloved by God, and basically the whole, there's another Midrash in Midrash Bereshis, actually 12:9, that talks about Avraham, and it talks about that the whole world was created basically for Avraham. In the pasuk in Bereshis, I believe it is 2, chapter 2 something, but basically there's a word in there, Behibaram, and when they were created, and it has the same letters as with Abraham. So basically, just say that the whole world was created for Abraham. Why? Because Abraham did what God wanted him to do, and that was he spread godliness. He spread the awareness of God all around the world, and that's why his children were chosen, because it says that he knew Abraham would teach his children. So teach his children to do the same thing. So, and indeed, I'm going to show you that Yitzchak and Yaakov also made proselytes, and Yosef and Moshe, and so on and so forth, everybody. I'm going to show you all throughout the Torah, basically the main purpose of the Torah, and we're seeing it plain and simple right here. Why did God choose Abraham? Because Abraham was faithful to spread godliness around the world. He made converts. This was the beginning of Judaism. There's a idea in Kabbalah called Niyutz Tichilasam Besofan, that the beginning is wedged in the end and the end is wedged in the beginning. So if this is the beginning of Judaism, guess what? The end of Judaism is going to look somewhat like the beginning of Judaism. So we have to understand our mission to be a light unto the Gentiles, and that's why God chose Avraham. And the Rebbe said in Basi Lagani, his magnum opus mimer that he took the Nasias with, he said that the whole reason that Moshe was beloved, that it says Kol Shavim Chabibim, that all sevens are beloved. He says that the reason that sevens are beloved is because of the first. You can't get to seven unless you have one. The source of seven is one. 1 times 7, 7 ones equals 7. So therefore, sevens are beloved. Why? Because it's the seventh from the first. So the Jews, Moshe was beloved. Why? Because he was the seventh from Abraham. And it was Abraham that caused everybody, the whole Jewish people, to be chosen. It was Abraham the reason why that the whole thing started. Abraham was a convert, and he created Judaism. He was the one who came up with it. He was the one that spread it around the world. He was the one that started a nation that was supposed to do the same thing. And so that's basically the Nakuda of the entire Torah. The Torah was created for Abraham. Why for Abraham? Because Abraham spread godliness throughout the world, and that's what the Jews are supposed to do. And that's the Ger in Lech L'cha, and stay tuned for Vayira. Thanks for listening.